This is the place where sports opinions collide. That is Sports 365. I am your host, Kenneth Bienge. I want to talk about this Kyrie Irving situation. I saw earlier that he had something to say to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith replied back, they're throwing subliminals at each other that only they know about. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. But I want to talk about his situation with the Nets. By now, we all know that he is staying in Brooklyn. We know that I believe this is a quote, said that there's no way I'm leaving number seven behind, which is Kevin Durant. Um, and there's that. But I think we all have to be real and honest with what just transpired. And the fact is, nobody wanted Kyrie Irving outside of the Los Angeles Lakers. That was it. Kyrie had until Wednesday to make a decision on whether or not he would exercise his 36.5 million option on the 2022-23 season. Once he opted into the deal, which he currently has, he will no longer be eligible for a sign and trade. That has now taken place. The fact is that Irvin just went with the lesser of two evils. The Nets presented him with the best option. I think that he did not want to go play in LA. We don't know the reasons why. It's possible the roster construction. I know he had some things to say about LeBron that made it seem like he regretted his decision. But nevertheless, I mean, at the end of the day, he made a list of teams that he would be willing to do a sign and trade to. And the Lakers were one of those teams, and they were the only team. So the fact of the matter here is that there wasn't a suitable trade partner for Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving did the best thing was he just stayed in Brooklyn. Kyrie had no leverage here. So that's where we are. And I think when we think about the last couple of years that has taken place with Kyrie Irving, I think that says a lot about what he's managed to do to his reputation in the league among a lot of teams that nobody just, as great, as talented as he is, we've all seen it. He's a champion. We've seen him, all those talents on display in a high leverage clutch situations. Nobody wanted to deal with that in their team. And that says something. And but he's still there, and I'm glad he's staying in Brooklyn. I still do believe that with KD and Kyrie, they have a chance to get to an NBA Finals, and I think that depending on what they do in free agency, they can win it all. Both guys are extremely talented and gifted, top 10 possibly in the league when you think about it. So when you have two top 10 talents on a team, you stand a good chance of winning an NBA title. So for Irvin, why not come back to Brooklyn, run it back, and see what happens? And that's where we are. But there's going to be spin. But if we're just being completely honest, Kyrie just had no leverage. And he just decided to stay with the guy that he preferred to play with in Kevin Durant, his friend, and not go play with LeBron. And that's where we are. So I think the other interesting thing of note is that the Nets didn't even entertain any trade packages from the Lakers. So they basically said, nah, we're not going to do it. We don't want Russ, who just opted into his $47 million contract or whatever that thing is. I don't know. I'll be paying attention to that stuff. But like that, the correct wording. Here we are. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Did Kyrie make the right decision in staying? Not like he had much choice. Or maybe should he have pushed to go to the Lakers after all? Because the Nets clearly don't want to offer him a long-term deal. So this situation isn't over yet. I think it's just they just put a Band-Aid on an open wound for right now. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.